Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Ebony rumored to have, been very, very devastated, drenched in her tears upon, witnessing the handing over of the keys of the villa to the jewel. It is reported that the Great Lion handed over the keys to the Jewel's village to her. The Jewel's villa to her, and celebrating her homecoming as preparations takes off. And they said this was not something that Ebony had thought, with everything that they had put in place to disrupt this. In fact, they never ever thought that they would see this. Remember how far they fought for the full moon ritual. And you and I know that without the full moon ritual, the success of the full moon ritual, this would never, ever have happened, because there's no way the Great Lion would have done this. Now, a lot of people are saying this must really, really be disappointing for Ebony, because they did everything to make sure that, the jewel doesn't return back to the palace. They went diabolic. They fought physically. They dragged her to a point where she got arrested. They did everything to make sure that the jewel did not return back to the palace. But unfortunately, the jewel is coming back, into the palace. They said immediately, the keys were handed over to, the jewel. Ebony broke down completely. She had been standing at a distance, hidden behind the pillars of the royal veranda. But the moment the Great Lion, placed those keys into the jewel's hand, something snapped inside her. She cried out loudly, shocking everyone around. Her tears came like rain. She fell to the ground, beating her chest, screaming and shouting as if her world had ended. People rushed to hold her, but she pushed them away. She shouted that it was not fair, that everything she had worked for had been taken away from her. She cried that when the Great Lion had nothing, when he had no palace, when he had no crown, she was there. When the Great Lion was struggling, she was the one who stood by him. She was the one who shared his pain and his shame. She reminded everyone that she fought with him, starved with him, and endured everything. But I am surprised to, be hearing this, because everything I know, everything I have read about the Great Lion is different. I know that, yes, there was a time that he struggled so much. When they started his real estate company in Lekki, the real estate collapsed. What happened was that I think they bought some land that the Lagos state government collected back from them at the time. His real estate company went down because investors, had to fight him so much. Their investment went down the drain. This thing about real estate, there too, they have they have a lot of risks that they deal with. Most times they buy landed properties thinking that the papers and everything, it is approved, okay? But then you find out that a new government comes and says, no, they are not giving out that place. And then most times they don't return money to the companies, and investors' monies will go down the drain. So that was exactly what happened to the Great Lion. I don't know if you guys heard about that land issue and all of that. And I think that happens to be what Ebony has been talking about, that she was there, she fought with the Great Lion, and she sacrificed everything. That what the jewel has now is supposed to be her, because she was betrothed to the Great Lion at the time where the jewel was not even there, okay? That even she has said it time and time again that even that her daughter, his daughter, the first daughter, that they raised that girl together in the UK, that they went through so much. And you see, this explains the reason why she feels like she is more important than every other person there, because she feels like she has a root to it. But the truth remains that all of this is supposed to come from the man. If a man does not see this as important, you, the woman, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You can cry for all you care. At the end of the day, is the man's word against your word. And at the end of the day, it's his decision against your own decision. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the sources still on the Royals. Happy midweek to you. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Hey, Sheo Adukpe, my people, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I am grateful. So they said she cried. She said the jewel came from nowhere and took away everything that belonged to her. That right now she is very, very sure that the great lion doesn't know what he is doing. That the great lion, they are using something against the great lion. And that is why the great lion is favoring the jewel over her. That she cannot understand where this is coming from. The constant anger. This minute the great lion is angry, happy with her. The next minute the great lion is obviously angry with her for something that she does not know. That some of the things that she did in the past, she did because of the love that she has for the great lion. And she has promised that she will never go that route again. But every time it looks like somebody is pressing a button that gets the great lion irritated and angry. Now, there's a question that a lot of people are asking. You know, people are beginning to wonder why Ebony continues to act as though she is the victim. As though the jewel did something, you know, against her. You talk about you being betrothed all the time. Where were you when the great lion married Wuru? Let's not even talk about the jewel right now. No. Where were you when the great lion married Wuru? You were betrothed. You were betrothed. You were betrothed. Every day you were betrothed. Where were you when the great lion married Wuru? Where were you when the great lion married the jewel? The jewel came in before you. The jewel was there minding her business in her marriage. She did not look for anybody's problem. She did not call. She did not invite any of you. You guys decided that she wasn't strong enough. She wasn't fit enough. She was not deserving enough of the great lion and decided to push her out. And today you continue to lament and lament and lament. The great lion belongs to me. The great lion is mine. The great lion is this. The villa should have been mine. The villa should have been mine. She's taking everything that belongs to me. And that is the mindset that is getting you more and more and more and more into trouble. Because when you continue to think that way, you will continue to fight her. And you will fight her to a point where, you know, the prophecy that has been given will come to pass. They said she cried. She cried that right now, the great lion has told her to leave and return back to the UK. All for what? For fighting for what she believes in. For fighting for the love of her life. That she can never stop loving the great lion. That except that by her, she can never stop loving the great lion. And people are saying, who says you should stop loving the great lion? Nobody said that. It's up to you. It's your decision to make. Whether you want to stop or not, it's your decision. This is what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged Ramadan verified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.